What's up, everybody? Danny, what's up, bro? Man, got some exciting stuff, man. Some exciting stuff. Some of you guys are familiar with these processes, but man, this is one of my favorite strategies, man. Pretty houses. That's what you see me predominantly flipping pretty houses. The ugly ones, we wholesale whatever comes. So whatever comes our way, we wholesale. We get ready to go live, baby. Dang. Got your coffee, man. I need to pour me up another cup. I definitely need one more cup, man. One more batch. It's early too, huh? Seems like it's early. But hey, man, y'all know we've been standing in the house all day, so man, we'll go live with this thing. All right. All right, good morning, good morning, good morning. For those of you who don't know me, and also, guys, I'm gonna be sharing my screen. I got a PowerPoint going. But for those of you guys who don't know me, my name is Eddie Raymond, Mr. Transaction Engineer. I started doing this business back in 2005. I became interested in it in about 99, 2000, but I never made a move. Then back in 2005, I went to my first seminar. Hey, I was so excited when I got there. I brought some deals and I got a deal closed right there on the spot. Right there on the spot. So that's how excited I was. Let me change. Not was, shoot, I'm still am. And I'm getting even more excited, man, because we get ready to go to we're in a recession. Everybody's just waiting on the news to say it, but we're in a recession. Now for the housing market, it's gonna take time before you start seeing a lot of declines in value because it's not like the stock market. Stock market, boom, instantly you can lose everything. Real estate usually goes up in cycles and then go down in cycles. So you got time, man. If you got some stuff with a lot of equity, you better cash out. You want to be liquid. You can still do plenty of deals, but you want to be liquid when they hit the bottom. Because when they hit the bottom, baby, it's all free games. You're getting properties pennies on the dollar. I can't tell you the cheap ones we're getting over our MLK, Jonesboro Road. Those who are familiar with Atlanta. Now these kind of war zone areas, some of them war zone areas, but now they transition over to good areas now. Certain parts of these areas where we were getting the properties for 5,000 and for 10,000. Now these same properties worth 130, 140. So get ready. Showtime, baby. So I'm gonna share my screen. For those of you on IG, we got a PowerPoint going. Maybe I can show it. I'll make this bigger. Hold on, let me blow this slide up. Okay. Y'all can't see. So this is the Pretty House Masterclass. Today, guys, I'm going to show you how to cash flow without even owning houses. I'm going to show you today how to cash flow without even owning the house. I know a lot of people, everybody don't have money to do subject twos. Everybody don't have money to do subject twos. So I'm going to show you another good strategy that we use and we still use today. Matter of fact, if you follow me on YouTube, I think it's just on YouTube, but if you follow me on YouTube, Mr. Transaction Engineer, you would know that we still buy properties like this. And the property we went to go see yesterday that we put on the contract, me and Sharice, shout out to Sharice, one of our students. But the one we put on the contract, we do not own this property. But we're going to cash flow on this property without even owning it. Now, I'm guessing for a lot of you guys, this is probably not your first webinar. I'm quite sure you've been to a million of them. The first thing I want to mention is that if you fail at real estate, it's not your fault. It's a lot of information out here. It's a lot of information out here, and many times we get like information overload where we get stuck and we don't do anything because we listening to this teacher, that teacher, this teacher, that teacher. Guys, pick I would say about a good 2, maybe 3, and just stick with them, guys. Don't keep jumping all around because you get so confused, man. Really, the only one you need to listen to is Mr. Transaction. Hey, serious business. But many times, guys, we can listen to all this stuff and mess us up mentally where we won't move forward. So if you've been concerned in the past that you just can't succeed with real estate, I want to put those fears to rest. You can do this. You just need the right person to explain it to you. So I always, even in the courses and everything, I always try to break this information down as simple as possible to like a 3rd or 4th grade language so everybody can understand it. Because when you go to using all the big words and all of that stuff, sometimes you'll lose a lot of people. Yes, it's on YouTube. You can either go to YouTube or our Facebook page, Mr. Transaction Engineer, so you can see the actual slide. And so a lot of you, for some of you guys are new to the business. And it's absolutely the best time to get in now. Don't continue to wait and continue to put it off because, every time we always put something off. Okay, I'm going to do this tomorrow. Then tomorrow will turn into a year if you let it. So we can't let it. We got to buckle down now. And I know a lot of people think, man, I need a lot of money to get in real estate. That's one of the main concerns I hear most people that I talk to, new people or people who don't really know, multiple transactions. Man, I need a lot of capital to get started. I need a lot of capital to get started. But I'm here to tell you today that they're wrong, completely wrong. My first deal when I started real estate, well, both of my deals, $10 out the pocket. $10 out of the pocket. Made $2,000 up front, $300 a month cash flow, and $30,000 on the back end. And my second deal was a wholesale deal. I put down $10, flipped the property, made $15,000 back in 2005. So, guys, you add that earnest money up together, that's $40. It's $40. Now, if you ever thought the government and the banks actually want you to fail, you're probably right. They don't benefit from you succeeding. Actually, they make billions of dollars every year off what's called overdraft fees. So you're probably right, but that's why we're blessed to be transaction engineers and coming to this thing so creatively, guys, that you barely need any money. The difference between us and the banks and everybody else, we want you to win. We want you to succeed, and we're gonna make sure we work with you. If any of you guys if you bought any of our products or any of that good stuff, we're here to help. You can always find us. Even if you left and we haven't, you signed up for coaching and we haven't talked to you in a year, we got some people that things come up, they don't follow through. But we always here because we here to help you win, to see you win, to see your dreams come true. Because it will come true if you keep put that energy towards it. So that's why we're here for, guys. I know you got a dream of changing the world and changing your family financial freedom. And I'm telling you right now, real estate it's the way, guys. It changed my life 15 years ago. So my goal for this presentation is to help two type of people. The beginners. The beginners, you'll learn how you can flip properties with little or no money. And for the vets, guys, you're gonna learn how to add extra tools to your toolbox. You need to be able to add extra tools to your toolbox, guys. If somebody come to you and you only know how to do one transaction, what are you gonna do? Just like now, everything slowed down. The courts have slowed. The courts are closed, right? So if you're rehabbing and you need to get a permit, you on hold. But that's why it's so important to know more than one strategy. And we're going to talk about two good strategies today, guys, that you can implement with little or no money. Little out of your pocket. When I first learned I could become financially free through real estate investing, it blew my mind. I did everything I could to learn more. I dug in, guys. I was taking all kind of courses. I was blessed. The first seminar I went to, about when it was 15 years ago now. The first seminar I went to, I was blessed to learn multiple strategies. The first seminar, it was a blessing that my mom paid $5,000 for that. Thank you, Mom. Shout out to you, Mom. I love you. Hey, she paid $5,000, guys, for me to go to my first seminar back in 2005. Now, I had a tough decision to make, getting ready to go to this seminar. At the time, I was driving a forklift, guys, making $12 an hour. $12 an hour. $12 an hour with 3 kids. How many people know $12 an hour with 3 kids? Man, boy, you living check to check. And you need another check on top of that check. So I had a big decision to make. I was already working for a temporary service. So I've been there, I think, like a year or something like that. So I already took my days off. So I went to my manager. I'm like, I need to take 2 days off this vacation. I didn't tell them it was for a real estate seminar because I knew they was going to say nope. And hey, they still said no. So I had a tough decision to make. Do I stay there stuck in this job, man, driving this forklift, making $12 an hour? Man, I was miserable, man. I'm rushing to work, rushing to a job that I didn't even like, so I can get that check at the end of the week because that's all I knew. That's all I knew at the time. So I'm rushing, running the red lights, man, everything, because I'm running late to work because I didn't like doing that. If it's something you like doing, you're going to be there. So I was miserable. So I leave at the last minute just to get there because you don't look at it as nothing but a check. So it was a tough decision I had to make, either stay there and depend on that check, let somebody else take control of my financial freedom, or do I take the steering wheel by the hand, my own two hands, and drive the car? And I decided to drive the car myself. Like they say, I had to roll the dice. And I rolled the dice, baby. Bah! I hit 7. But it wasn't that easy, man. I had to break like all type of different mental paradigms. Oh my God. Because it's something new. So you don't know if it's gonna work or not. You've never done it before. That's how I'm feeling. So I had to mentally break that paradigm. I had let me tell you, on the way to the seminar, my uncle now, guess what he said? I'll never forget it. He swear he can't remember too. But he said, my uncle said, "Hey man, what you going to where you going?" I said, "I'm going to a seminar, real estate seminar in Washington, D.C. They started laughing. Now, this is an uncle, I value his opinion, a little, not 100%, because yeah, but I valued it probably about 20 to 30%. So he laughing at me, "Hey man, where you going?" I said, "Man, I'm going to my first seminar, my first real estate seminar." Oh my God, man. He laughed me out of the I mean, he just laughed so hard, man. He made me feel so little. He was like, "Man, what do you know about some real estate, man? You're wasting your time." I can laugh now, but how many people know I wasn't laughing then? I can laugh now, God dang it. Hey, because I followed through with it. But I had to think about that. He was right. So I'm on the way to the airport. I was thinking about what he was saying. And then, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna show him. I'm gonna show him. He gave me another push. I already had one push because I was ready to change my life, ready to change my situation. So, I was motivated. I'm pretty self-motivated anyway, but I was motivated from that. But then when he started laughing and all that junk, that gave me a little more fuel to the fire, baby. I said, okay, I'm gonna show his butt. I'm gonna show him. So I was already prepared. When I got there, man, I already had deals on hand because I started studying my information before I got there. I started studying that information, and when I got there, I already had deals. I had about 15 to 20 deals because when we signed up for the seminar, they sent all the information to you. They sent all the information to us to get started. But I'm sorry, let me get back to the PowerPoint. So a little bit about myself. Again, I'm Mr. Transaction Engineer for those who are tuning in. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, born and raised. I love my city, and I love, what they're doing to it. I'm a husband and father of 4. Started in the game late 2004, 2005. And I sold over 1,000 properties, from rehabbing, from wholesaling to owner finance deals, to lease purchase deals, to sandwich lease deals, you name it, man. All kind of different deals, everything out there. So I've been in this business a long time, and I can honestly say I like what I'm seeing right now. I like what I'm seeing right now because I see the shift coming from being in the first, and it's a blessing to being in the first shift. It's a blessing to be in the first recession, to have been in the first recession. Because I learned so much. I was able to make a lot of money, but now, God has blessed me with the wisdom to go through the first cycle. I learned now. Well, I quickly learned. Let me see. I quickly learned that when that recession hit, let me rewind. So I got into business, right? I was making plenty of money, doing pretty good. And then the recession hit. When that recession hit, I was in the game probably about 2-3 years. Recession hit, man, it was mind-boggling because I fell in love with wholesaling. I was wholesaling houses like crazy, but I wasn't holding any properties. I was wholesaling. Now I only held on to 3 properties, man. 3 properties, and when the market crashed, wasn't nothing going on for a while. Everybody just, in a shock, kind of like now. So nothing wasn't going on. Everybody was just stagnant. They tell you on the news it's the worst time to buy. Stay away from foreclosures. But man, it's the absolute best time to buy. The absolute best time to buy. Everything is on sale. But it started declining in 2008, 2009. I think it hit the bottom in 10 and 11. So you got rock bottom prices. So remember, I told you when real estate is not like the stock market. Stock market, you can have $1 million today. Tomorrow you got 10,000. Real estate, it goes up in cycles. And when they come down, they come back down in cycles. So now is the time to get loaded. Now's the time to make you a lot of money. And then when they get all the way to that bottom, it's time to buy them up, baby. So we're going to be talking about wholesaling pretty houses. Wholesaling pretty houses and sandwich lease option. Now, a lot of people don't know what wholesaling pretty houses is. Pretty houses, what I call a pretty house, a house that needs about $7,000 or less. $7,000 or less. To me, that's a pretty house in a pretty decent neighborhood. Good neighborhood, pretty good school systems. We're not looking for nothing in the hood. Nothing where you got to wear your bulletproof vest out the front door. None of that stuff. We talking about nice houses in nice areas, nice neighborhoods. And with those houses, what you can do with them, with wholesaling pretty houses, and let me explain to you what that is. Wholesaling pretty houses is a real estate method used to wholesale pretty houses to tenant buyers with high debt to income ratio or who got bad credit. So we look for people who have either bad credit or high debt to income ratio. So which means if you're a business owner, like I know, you're writing off everything. And if you're definitely in real estate, we get to write off so much, it's crazy. That's why everybody get mad at Trump and everybody else. Man, if you got real estate, guys, you get to write off a lot more than you can than other businesses. So we look at people, but the problem is when you do that, then on paper, you look like you can't afford nothing. On paper, you look like you can't afford. You may have you may make 300,000 a year, but if you write off everything, it look like you can't afford that house you want or that car you want. It just depends on how much you write off. So a lot of our buyers are business owners. They have nice, large down payments. Everybody's caught up on traditional wholesaling with ugly houses. Yeah, that's pretty good, right? But check this out. Do you think more people want to renovate a house or more people want to live in a house and make it, for their family? Do you think you got more people that want to buy a house, renovate it, or do you have more people that want to move in a house and make the house theirs? So we're dealing with 70%. We're dealing with the 70 to 75%. Only about 20 to 25% of people can, got good credit that can actually go out and buy. And now that may shorten a little more. So we're dealing with the 70 to 75%. And that's why I love wholesaling pretty houses. And we're going to get into sandwich lease options also. Now, what is a sandwich lease? A sandwich lease, you will lease option the property from the seller with the right to sublease it. So again, you will lease option the property from the seller with the right to sublease the property. And so now this is one of my favorites because you get to get paid with sandwich lease, guys. You get to get paid 3 times. 3 times, just like when you're doing a subject to. The only difference between a subject to and a lease option, sandwich lease option, you do not own the property. You do not get the tax benefits of when you own the property. So you do not own the property. You do not get the tax benefits and all the write-offs. But you don't own it. So if you don't want, like some people don't, hey, I don't want to own any properties. So this may be a good route for you. We do these also, guys. We do a lot of these. So I love sandwich lease options. Why? Because you get the down payment. So we got the property under contract with a seller, right? We're looking for a tenant buyer. We're looking for the 70% that want to buy a house. Now we're giving the homeowner first month and a security deposit. So just like the house yesterday, if you guys on YouTube, you seen that live video we did yesterday, me and Sharice when we walked through the house. Guys, this is a $500,000 house. We're getting in $5,000 first month, which is $2,500, security deposit, which is another $2,500. So we're getting in this house for $5,000, $5,000, right? Now let me tell you how it's so sweet on the front end. When we put these houses out on a lease option, guys, we're getting a minimum of 5% down. A minimum of 5% down. So if 10% of 500,000 is 50,000, then 5% of that will be 25,000. So if we only got to get the seller 5,000, what do you think we're walking away with? 20 grand. Now this just on the front end, and this is anybody familiar with Georgia? This is out there in Cummings, Georgia, and hey boys, they loaded out there. This is where the money is. So I'm just looking on the low end, 25,000. It can go up. We usually get between 5 and 10%. I'm gonna be honest with you on a lease purchase. Woo, get me excited, baby. So let me calm down. Calm down. So you're gonna get, man. You're gonna get so we're looking to get anywhere, guys, from about 20 on the low end to about 40, 45 on the high end. Now that's just one good part of the deal. Now keep in mind, we don't even own the house, man. We don't even own the house, but we're still gonna get paid 20 to 40 grand up front. Now check this out. The cash flow, we can rent it out. We're gonna make about 300, I would say, about maybe 400. So the cash flow is okay. But then we got another 40 to 50 on the back end. So when we get this lease purchase tenant buyer qualified to buy this house, then we get another check in the back end. And so our job is, once we put a person in, guys, we're gonna instantly, because we got that back end, guys, and I want to get as much. Remember, I was talking about if you want to have much cash on hand, guys, we're gonna instantly put the person, whoever we put in this house, we're gonna put them on a credit repair team. We got a great, excellent credit repair team. If you guys want to know who we have, just email us at info@mrtransactionengineer.com or DM me. She's really good, man. She's take off seller bankruptcies, foreclosures, everything. She's really good. She's worked on my credit, my wife's credit, man, all of our clients' credit. So she's phenomenal. So we're gonna instantly put them into the credit repair program, hook them up with our mortgage broker, and make sure they get us cashed out. So we're gonna get cashed out. So that's the benefit of a sandwich lease, guys. You get paid 3 ways with a sandwich lease. And for those of you who just want to be in and out, you can wholesale these pretty houses all day. So let's just take this same house. Let's just take the same house I was just telling you guys about the $5 grand. Just say if you wanted to do a wholesale lease option, you say, Mr. Transaction, I don't even want to deal with the house. I don't want no cash flow. I don't know why you wouldn't want no cash flow, but if you're going to be in this business, you want to stay in as many deals as possible. Sometimes it's not going to make sense to stay in a deal. And one way I wouldn't stay in the deal if I don't have no cash flow and nothing on the back end. I'm out. I find you a tenant buyer, which is a wholesale lease option. I'm gonna find you a tenant buyer. Boom. Just say the same house that got want $5 grand. Okay. I'm gonna mark the house up. Just say he want 500,000. I'm gonna mark the house up 10% to cover my fee, and then find a tenant buyer. I get paid. You said the buyer came with 25,000. I get my 20,000. The seller get their 5,000. They sign off on the disclosures. I'm out of the deal. Now the seller will deal with the tenant buyer. So it can go either way. It can go either way. And guys, you got any questions, just put them in the comments and I'm gonna get to them after I get through the slideshow. Now, secrets. I'm gonna talk to you guys how to become financially free, guys, without owning any of these properties, with little or no money down. Remember, when you're wholesaling pretty houses, guys, it doesn't even, our contracts doesn't even require you to put down earnest money. There's no earnest money needed. All they have to do is sign off on it, and you got a deal. So little or no money down, guys. These are little or no money down strategies. Little or no money down strategies. If you have to put down some money, let me see, on the sandwich lease. Now on the sandwich lease, this one that we are negotiating, the guy want earnest money. He want one payment up front because he want to move out. So he want to be able to move out and feel secure that he got a payment. Guys, we're gonna make 20 to 50 grand on this deal. So I'm gonna strike that check for 2,500, but it's gonna be held by the attorney office. He's not getting it in his hands. It's gonna be held by the attorney office, and then once they get out of the house and move, they'll get the rest of the money. So, but traditionally, normally, guys, we don't have to put up any money. But this guy's in a bind. He got to move. He bought a new house. He's already have his job and he got to get out of there. So which is really good for us because he's in the process of moving out. We're going to start marketing the property. Or we're already marketing the property. I'm sorry. So, hey, it's better for us. Now, think about this. You don't own any properties, right? Oh, I'm sorry. So the second thing we're going to talk about, how to become financially free with these sandwich lease options. Say you never want to own a property. Hey, you could just do sandwich lease. I got a good friend in North Carolina. Shout out to you, Tasha. That's all she does. Got a good friend, Joe McCall. That's all he does. To each his own. That's what I say. To each his own, guys. But you can become financially free without even owning properties. Without even, some people don't have the money to buy subject to, or, they don't want that responsibility. So I would say the next best thing is to do sandwich lease. That way you don't have to come up with back payment money to catch up somebody payments on a subject to. And you just put it on the contract, guys. Hey, to each his own. All strategies work. By us being transaction engineers, we use every strategy. We're not one track minded. We can only focus on one area. You come to us, we got something for you. You want to sell? We got a solution for you. And you want to make it a win-win for everybody. We don't want to beat nobody over the head or none of this stuff, but we're gonna want to make it a win-win so everybody will win. So, guys, think about this. And these sandwich lease, once you know what to say, we got all the scripts and everything too. But once you know what to say, you can easily close these deals. But you got to be talking to motivated sellers. And right now, it haven't even heated up yet. It haven't even heated up yet. I'm gonna be honest with you. And we're already seeing motivated sellers. We're already seeing motivated sellers. Man, give it a couple of more months. I'm telling you, give it a couple more months. Man, it's gonna, oh my God. Guys, the time is now. If you ever thought about investing, the time is absolutely now. And you do, just say if you got 10 sandwich lease or 20 sandwich lease options, the average profit per spread on the deal. Now, the higher you go, the bigger your monthly spread is going to be, the bigger your cash flow. Just say you're working with a property about 150 to 200. And it depends on the seller interest rate too. Now, if they got a high interest rate, you might not even cash flow. So you need to make sure you know what the interest rate is. Get there. You want to make sure you get their last mortgage statement too, because you want to make sure they're current. So go out here and give somebody $5,000 and you don't know if they're current or not. Then you're gonna be they're gonna skip town on you, and then now you got to deal with this other person that you put in the house. So make sure you get the last mortgage statement when you're dealing with these sandwich lease options. And I would want proof of payment. We have the seller send us proof of payment. We send it to them, but we want confirmation that you're paying them, making the payments. So just say you got 20 sandwich lease, guys, $300 a month. That's $6,000 a month, and you don't own one property. $6,000 a month, you're cash flowing. $6,000 off 20 properties. And if you're really motivated, guys, and got some take action in you, there's nothing to 20 sandwich leads, man. There's nothing, man, to get. Nothing. It's easy breezy. So what's the process? You got to locate the property. You got to locate the property. How do you locate the property? You got to find some motivated sellers. You want some motivated sellers anytime you're doing real estate. That's what you look for, period. Motivated sellers. Whether they're expired listings. Let me tell you some good lists for sandwich leasing. Be expired listing, guys. It can be probate. I can imagine the probate is going to go up now, guys. A lot of older people are passing from this virus and stuff. Probate is definitely going to be good list. Hey, divorce list, guys. People are going through some stuff. Out of town owners, or not even out of town owners. A person, have a different address than the current address. Evictions. You think somebody getting evicted need a tenant buyer? Especially when you break it down to them and explain to them, especially if they really want to sell, but they don't have enough equity or whatever. You explain to them the process, and you explain to them the mindset of the buyer that you're going to put in there. A tenant, let me tell you something. The tenant buyer mindset versus a person renting a house mindset, guys, totally different. Two different mindsets, especially if you make sure you get 5% down. You don't get that 5% down minimum, guys, you're going to regret it, because anybody put down less than that, they really don't care about walking away from the property and tearing it up. And from my experience, and thank God, and knock on some wood, with thank you, God, hey, we haven't had no problems. People usually leave them out. At the worst, we got to touch up some paint. That's it. So once you locate your prospect, one of these good motivated sellers off one of these motivated lists, you'll put the property under contract. I would definitely run a title search. Title search usually costs you about $150 to $200. I run a title search because you want to make sure, guys, they owe what they say they owe on these properties. Because you put somebody in there and these numbers are not correct, then you could be liable for it. Now we have them sign off on disclaimers when we do a wholesale lease option where we in and out. So they sign off on disclaimers that we're not liable. Now, if you're doing a wholesale lease option, it's up to you if you want to do a title search or not. I mean, it's totally up to you. It's 150. We normally don't, but if we staying on a sandwich lease, we're gonna get a title search done and see what's going on. On the wholesale lease option, they sign off on a disclaimer, so the seller and the buyer, and we're out of the deal. So we're not reliable. So we got those forms also. We got to make sure you get those signed. And once you get that signed and you get a copy of the last mortgage statement. Now, if you're doing a wholesale lease option where you're in and out, I would still get a copy of the last mortgage statement. Make sure you do that. Because you want to make sure that people are current, guys, before you put people inside of these properties. Oh. Now, I want to break some negative programming that some of us have gotten, and we call it a paradigm shift. Where some people say there's only one way to wholesale a house. Well, we just talked today how you can wholesale pretty houses, and instead of looking for a rickety rehabber, you're looking for John and Maddie who want to own a house. So we're looking for two different type of buyers when you're wholesaling pretty houses. Another myth I want to break: I have to own the property to have residual income. Well, I just showed you how me and my students and people across the U.S. are putting these properties on the contract on a sandwich lease, and we don't own these properties. So, whatever somebody told you, your cousin or your buddy at work, because I'm telling you, man, broke people or people who don't know nothing about real estate can give you the worst advice. So make sure you're talking to the right people. Another myth: it takes a lot of money to become a real estate investor. And I don't, guys, when you're doing a sandwich lease option, or when you're doing a wholesaling one of these pretty houses, the contract doesn't even require neither one of our contracts. There's no place for earnest money. Just sign the lease. Another one, real estate is too hard and I don't know where to start. We got all that for you guys. We got everything equipped for you. All the contracts, everything you need to get started. And you better take advantage of this. Right now is the best time to be in this business. Like I say, I'm excited. And guys, you're only one deal away. One deal away. Like I told you before, that first deal, man, back in 2005, changed my life forever. Changed my life forever. That first deal I swept, man. Wow, I thank God, man. Thank you, God, man. For real. On everything, man. That one deal, man, changed my life. But if I didn't take that action, man, oh God. If I didn't take that action, I don't even know what I'd be doing today. I definitely wouldn't be driving forklifts. That was out of the question. I was like a day or two away from leaving before the real estate. Because you gotta, man, if you don't love what you're doing, man, you're just wasting time. You're wasting time. Like I tell people, real estate don't have to be your passion, but let it fund your passion. I got other passions, other stuff I work on, other dreams I work on. Well, let it fund your passion, guys. This is easy money, guys. But you got to take action, and it's not going to just happen by you looking at videos by you buying 1,000,000 courses. The only way it's gonna happen if you take action. So it's up to you if you want to become financially free. But I got a special offer for you guys today, and it's just like a I got the coronavirus offer. You're gonna get a text message marketing class included in the course. You're gonna get the voice blast marketing class. So let me go through these briefly. What time is it? Okay, yeah, we're right on time. So I'm gonna go through these briefly. You're gonna get a text message marketing class. Guys, we've been text messaging a lot of guys trying to, I guess they're jumping on the bandwagon. But we've been doing text messages, guys, for about 4 or 5 years now. So that stuff is not new. It's actually been around a while. But that's why you're seeing different states and stuff, got different laws now. Because I mean, we've been doing this a while. We've been doing text messages a while. And voice blast marketing been out, for longer than text messages. So you get a text message marketing class. You get the voice blast marketing class. And I'm sorry, back to the text message marketing class. What that means, you're able to put, let's say you got 500 leads. You're able to load the 500 leads up and text them a specific message that's going to have them reply back to you saying yes. And you're going to call those leads because those are going to be the hot ones. And you're going to follow up with the other ones. We're throwing in a voice blast marketing class. Voice blast marketing class, which is a $250 offer on our website, along with the text message marketing class. That's $250 also. So that's like $500 that we're throwing in. Plus, we're gonna give you guys 60 days of Q&A. We have Q&A. Guys, I've been going every week. We usually do it 3 times a month, but due to the economy and everything that's going on, I've been going hard every week, guys, to let you guys know, this is the time. It's not the time to let that fear seek into you like the news media want to do, because once they pump that fear into you guys, that fear makes you get into a low vibration. And when you're vibrating low, nothing good gonna come to you. You're wasting your time. When you vibrating low like that in a fearful state, guys, you keep attracting negative energy to you. Keep attracting negative energy into you. So don't get that fear mindset, man. Better rebuke it. Don't let that jump. Don't let it get you. When they say be in this world but not of this world, don't let what's going on in this world mess with your inside and have you all off. It'll have you messed up, man. Telling you, been there, done that. We'll give you guys the course, the Ultimate Pretty House, the Ultimate Pretty House Blueprint course that is originally go for $4.99. And we're giving you guys 60 days of email coaching. That usually go for $9.97. So it's a value of $2,045, guys. But guess what? I told you I got a special deal for you. I got a special deal for you. Guys, if you work with us and you bought any products from us and you in our coaching students, we don't play no games. We get to the money over here. We close some deals out. So you always will have our ultimate support. Ultimate support, because we want to help some of you guys become financially free. And if you guys got pretty good credit, we also got some credit lines too. My guy Ramon, he got some good people, guys, that can get you liquid if you need to liquidate some cash. Because like I told you, you want to have some cash for this next cycle that's getting ready to shift. So guys, like I told you, stick it to the end. And this only going to the first 10 people, because we can only help so many people, guys. I do coaching and all kind of different subject to master classes and all that stuff. So I can only limit this to only 10 people right now. And maybe we'll do this again probably another 30 to 60 days, to help people out. But this for people who want to take action and make money, guys, with little or no money. Little or no money. For y'all today, this is a very, 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 very special price that I'm looking out for you. And if you guys follow me, you know I never sold nothing this low. But it's all for you, man. For people who want to change their financial freedom. If you really true about changing your financial freedom, then this for you only. You only. Not for somebody who got to go, ask their cousin, hey, man, you think I should do this? Man, you got to change your life for you. Your cousin life, hey, what he eat, don't feed you once he eat. That goes in his stomach and he dump it out. So you got to do this for you and your family. Get yourself educated. And like I said, if you already, got some tools, you're a wholesaler or a rehabber, there's just two more strategies, two more tools to add to your toolbox. Two more tools to add to your toolbox. I'm giving you guys a great, excellent price today for only the first 10 for $297, guys. $297. Dang, that's low. But hey, it's only for the first 10. And I'm gonna open up, guys, for questions. For questions that we're gonna get out of here. The link, guys, is in the feed, and then if you're on my YouTube page, I hope they was able to see the PowerPoint. The link is in the feed, so you got to be on YouTube or our Facebook. I think we post the link in Facebook, but look in YouTube for the link. I'll repost it again right here in the comments, and we're gonna open up for questions. All right. So we live, man. We live on Facebook, IG, and YouTube. Let's see. I'll see that link. Gotta go more. What's up, Danny? Denise, Dragon, KC. What's up, Chris? My boy Chris. Chris everywhere, man. What's up, Eddie? My boy Dave. What's up, Dave, man? God bless you, Dave. Dave, guys, man. Dave, God bless you, man. We need to talk. Dave is in our subject to mastermind class. It's a 6-week class. 4 weeks. 4 weeks, Dave got him one under contract. 4 weeks, guys. That's how you take action. God bless you, Dave. We got to talk. Thank you, Nina. Oh, man. Chris said again, my brother Chris from STL. Procrastination is the killer of all dreams. Amen. Hallelujah, man. That is the truth. What's up, Rosanna? Top. My guy Jerry, what's up, Jerry? That's another one of our coaching students, man. Me and Jerry got some subject tools in North Carolina, man. What's up, Jerry? Question. He said, "What do you say when people, tenant buyer, asks, do you own the property, and they're skeptical of you not owning the property?" No, just tell them you have the property on the contract. You're leasing the property with the right to sublease it to them. So they got any question, they can just ask. Make sure you have an attorney or a title company anyway, because that's who you want to close your deal with. I always suggest close your end transaction when you're doing a lease purchase, guys, with an attorney, because the attorney is going to explain to them the process, the lease, and he's going to explain to them the option part that, your money, you got to put, this down, and your money is non-refundable. He's going to explain to them everything. So that's why on our lease options, thank God that, we haven't had any problems, because, most people are not going to buy. I'm be honest with you. So you want them to buy, you're going to have to push them along the process. So like I told you on the other house that we just got on the contract yesterday, we're going to guide them along the process because we want to get cashed out within a year. Yeah, so make sure, if they got a problem, have them to call your attorney, Jerry. Yeah, Jerry, one of our coaching students, he got some substitutes. Let me know what you've been doing up there, Jerry. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like that, Chris. There go your answer too, Jerry. Let them know you the property manager. Yeah, when you usually let them know you the landlord, man. Oh my God, boys. They want to run all the game. But if you just let them know you're a property manager, usually it works out better. I do agree with that, Chris. What agency do you use to screen buyers? And do you use a company to pull their? Yeah, we use tenant background check. Man, I'm so thirsty. We use tenantbackgroundcheck.com, guys. Tenantbackgroundcheck.com. I think it's 30 or 40 bucks. So when somebody decide they like the property, that's when we run their stuff. The buyer gotta, they gotta pay their own fee. They gotta pay their own fee, $49, and it'll run all the searches, guys. It run credit check, job verification, criminal background, and work history. It run like 4 different searches. So we use tenantbackgroundcheck.com. Yeah, John, 3 profit centers. You gotta love it, man. And you can stay in the deal on a sandwich lease option, guys. And you don't even have to own the property. If you can't afford this, to make back payments up on a property, hey, do a sandwich lease. Do a sandwich lease, and you're still gonna get paid 3 times. I try to stay in all the deals. We will wholesale, and we'll do some wholesale lease option. But if I could take that wholesale ugly house and turn it to an owner finance deal, I'd rather do that than wholesale it. Because I just learned, man, the more you hold on to, the more power you have in that residual income hitting that account every month. Bow, bow. You get paid 3 ways on the sandwich lease. Up front with the down payment, the monthly residual, and the back end when they cash you out. Like I said, if they got a big back end, guys, work with them to get cashed out. That's your money. You got a big back end, put them in the credit repair program. Hook them up with a loan officer. Get them cashed out. They'll go if you got to lead them, though. Do you have buyers lined up before you put a house on the contract? Sandwich lease option. We have a buyer's list, but we always remarket the property. But we will shoot a text out to our website, to our buyers list, so everybody will know we got the property. Now it's going to go out to all our old buyers on that buyers list, but we're also going to remarket the property because we keep building our buyers list. So you always want to keep building your buyers list and put them in a database where you can track them. Because I'm telling you, one marketing campaign always brings you about a good 2 to 3 solid buyers if you market the property right. So keep up with them buyers, because now when you find buyers, boom, you already got your buyers. Now you just got to go find the properties. And there's money out here, guys. I'm telling you. Ask Jerry. Jerry Blackwell. Jerry, which system you on? I think Facebook or YouTube. Ask Jerry. Man, Jerry put out some signs. The first time I told him, flooded with calls. Now everybody calling don't have the cash to buy the house. You're looking for that 2 to 3% of people with the money, but you're gonna get a lot of calls, and you save those buyers, put them in the database, so you keep flipping them properties. With a 3 profit center, will I be responsible if the house doesn't sell at the end? Nope. You just leasing it with the right to sublease from the owner. So if it doesn't sell, hey, no hard feelings. You get the house back. Or I can find you another tenant buyer and get me another non-refundable down payment. Hey, what you want to do? I got a solution for you, Mr. Seller. And some people, they want to take the house back. Some people, hey, put another one in. So I like the ones that want me to put another one in because I get another non-refundable down payment. German. Shay, how can you lease option a deal if it doesn't have any equity and is listed with a real estate agent? If it's listed with an agent, you probably gonna have to cancel that because if you try to pay the agent, that's gonna mess with your fee. That's gonna mess with your upfront money. So, they will have to drop the agent if they want to work with you. And if the house doesn't have equity, remember when we get these properties, we mark them up about 10% to cover our fee. And we never have any problems with that. So we usually mark them up about 10%. That covers your fee and you get your fee, even if it doesn't have any equity. Just make sure you raise it enough to cover that fee, above the mortgage. So make sure you got some room above that. Just say, for example, it's $100,000 house and you want to get a fee of $10,000. You mark it up to 110 to cover that fee. So if you get 5 or you get 7, you cover. You get 10, you cover. Yeah. Okay. You don't deal with homes that have realtors involved. We do if there's realtors we know, or some realtors that we can negotiate with that are investor friendly, and that we can explain the deal and don't shut it down. But a lot of realtors who are not, investor friendly, they'll try to shut it down, guys. So make sure they're investor friendly. If not, then tell the person, I can't work with you until you drop the agent. And then they only pay like a $50, $100 to drop it. It's better than being stuck with the house. Because just think about it, the realtor lists their property. Guys, the realtor not going to make any payments. So that's one thing we tell the homeowner. Hey, if you list with a realtor, they're not going to make your payments. We're going to have this property occupied within 30 to 60 days. Hmm. Do you screen the buyer and has the way you screen them changed since a lot of people have mailed off the job? No, the tenant background check usually run a pretty good check. Now we see something on there that look kind of suspicious, we'll check on it. But yeah, people are losing their jobs, but not everybody, guys. It just depends. It all depends. That's why I say you want to be in good areas. You definitely want to be in some good areas. And people in good areas lose their job, but people, hey, business owner and people have money. People have money saved up. And a lot of different nationalities, they keep money. They all may stay together for years and save up money. Hold on. Let me see. Could you offer seller financing deal to a seller which they want $75,000 down, but owe $200K on the property, but owe $200,000 on the property? They want $75,000 down and they owe $200,000. So what's the ARV on it? I have to know the ARV on this one. Oh, 500,000. Okay. They're looking to sell for 500. Could you have a seller finance a deal to a seller? They want 75,000 down and owe 200K on the property. So they, yeah, you can do a seller finance if it's worth 500,000 because you put 75,000 down, then you only owe what's that? 225. Yeah, that's still a good deal. You put 75 in it and get 200, 225 on the back end. Do you need a certain credit score? Not you as the buyer, but the end buyer. Look at Jerry. Yeah, Jerry, tell him, Jerry, the buyers out there, man. You just got to market. Got to market and be persistent. You can't, like, we like to find, we always list the properties, you don't know, on all the free sites, but you want to definitely, certain price range properties, you want to get aggressive with them road signs. Man, them road signs bringing them buyers too. So you want to get aggressive. When you get these properties on the contract, you just got to get aggressive. Signs, internet presence, all that good stuff. So you can start generating them buyers, man. When they come in, you put them on the list. Hey, because everybody not gonna like the house you got, but they may want something else. So you build that list, ask them what they want, how many bedrooms, baths, what type of house, how much money do you have down. Make sure you pre-screen them. And you also, guys, you don't want to take, you put road signs out, you don't want to take them calls. Man, you're going to go nuts. There's going to be too many of them. But we show you also how to deal with all those calls. Jeanette, DM me or email us at info@Mr. Transaction. Let me put the email address how you can get in contact with us. So email us right there. You got any question, guys? Or you want credit repair information? Let me see what else we got. What do you do when the listing agent is taking his time removing the listing seller had requested 2 times already? You may have to go to the broker. We've had to do that before. You send them an email first. I would warn them. Send them an email first. Hey, tell the seller, send them an email. Hey, if you don't drop this listing, I'm gonna go to your broker. They don't like it going to their broker, so they're gonna get it dropped. Yeah, some of them are like that, man. Unfortunately. Ralph, email me info@Mr. Transaction Engineer. I'll see who I got for you. And let me know, where you at and what area. All right, guys. Hey, that's all the questions. Oh man. My IG shut down, so I had some more questions on there, but hey, gotta catch y'all on the next one. Oh, I see some more. Hold on. This is what's the lot of that for you, my brother. Drag on. Man, they said, man, I've been hearing this about the 5G, man. I heard that 5G making people, man, who knows, man? I mean, when you run the media, you run the world, basically. You run the media and the money. What can you say? Speechless. Hey, it's their game. We just gotta learn how to play in it, man. Brandon, what's up, Brandon? This is one of our coaching students in Florida. Brandon, what you doing, man? Holla at your boy. Making all that money. Jeanette, who I do my first seminar with, Ron LeGrand, my old Paul. I started off with Ron LeGrand. I still listen to him. And I learned, I had plenty of other mentors on the way. It's always great to get mentors because they help you speed along. You avoid a lot of mistakes. Like I tell people, you're going to pay by mistakes. You're going to pay the two ways. You're going to pay by making the mistakes yourself, or you're going to pay by getting a mentor. Which one you think will be easier? That's the question. Let me see. We got some more questions. If you located a property in a neighborhood and can't find any records in the county, any relative of the property, what should I do? I would go down to the county. Go down to the county and see somebody got to be paying the taxes on it. If not, then somebody may have already bought the taxes on the property. So, go down to the county, see if anybody paying the taxes on it. That'll let you know, because, hey, two people going to take their house. There's a mortgage on the property. The mortgage company going to come get it. Or if it's free and clear, the tax man, the county. You can't avoid them taxes. Oh, that's a good one, Jerome. Yep. Man, guys, it's the perfect time too to get your private lenders. People are pulling that money out the stock market like crazy. They're pulling out. So you better start searching, guys. Talk to your doctors, dentists, people at church. There's some elderly people may have 401ks and stuff, or IRAs that they need to make some money off of. But make sure if you get private money, man, make sure you know what you're doing. You don't want to mess the people money up. So make sure. All right, guys. So thank you, guys. Hey, man, take advantage. I put the link in the feed. That's just only for the day, guys. Only for the day. Only take advantage, man. Learn how to get out here and make some money, man, and put some extra tools in your tool bag. You got to be a transaction engineer, because if you stuck on one thing, you stuck on one way to do real estate, you're gonna be out of business. Like when I went down when the market crashed in 2008, but they disappeared. I promise you, I can count on one hand the investors that was in Atlanta that was actively doing. It may have been a couple more, but ones that I know for sure, it was few. It wasn't that many. Like how it is now, everybody investor and wholesaling and going crazy. Well, it wasn't none of that. But everybody had to retire when it got a job. Only the strong survived through them times. We had to learn new strategies, man. We had to learn new strategies. Thank God for what it was, short sales. We started getting subject to short sales, and then when it first crashed, I started finding tenant buyers instead of doing wholesale lease options because I didn't know that strategy at the time when the market crashed. I was putting properties on a contract and I was just finding tenants for people properties and I was charging them first month rent. So I had started that business up and we were doing it anywhere from about 5 to 10 once we figured it out. So we was making money like that. That's before I even knew about wholesale lease options. We was flipping them like that. Now with the internet, it's even easier to get rid of properties. Denise, email me, info at Mr. Transaction. We'll work it out. Mentoring fees, please go on our website. I don't know. We got 50% off on everything. If you already know how to do wholesale lease options and just need the documents, go on our website. I'm going to put it on here. You go on our website and just get the documents. I think they're $75 or something. Everything's on sale until today's Sunday, yeah, until tonight. So put our website on here. I may do it. Well, after this, we got one more week in one of the subject to master class. One more week in the subject to master class, guys. And we may start a lease option sandwich lease master class. I like how the master class going because people are learning, man, quicker. We guiding you there. We do a live Zoom meeting. So we working on each other's business. Hey, what you need help with? What you need help with? What you need help with? Yeah, I like the master class so far. Okay, so you got guys got any questions? Email us at info at Mr. Transaction Engineer. Website, you want to find out about coaching. I don't know, Shay, if the coaching is marked off. I don't know. My assistant went in there, did some stuff. It don't supposed to be half off because there's a lot going to the coaching. So if some kind of way she marked it down, I honor it. But it don't supposed to be down because it's a lot we put into coaching. So hey, man. Thank you, Reginald. Thank you, Ralph and Jerome. God bless y'all, man. Have a wonderful Sunday. Your boy, man, I'm getting ready to go jog, give me a good mile or something. Then I got to exercise. I'm feeling all sluggish. Woke up a little late this morning, so I got to get out there, get the blood flowing, baby. Get the blood flowing. Guys, get out there, man. Make sure you work out, man. Enjoy this beautiful day, man. Get out and walk around a little bit. Even if you don't jog, just get out and walk about a good 30 minutes. This is the only vehicle we got, baby. This is our Bentley. This is the Bentley. This is the Rolls Royce. You got to take care of it. Because guess what? This is the only one. You can't go swap this out like a car. Keep that in mind. You can't swap this body out like a car. So if you abuse it a long time, forever, you're going to have to pay for it. No way around it. So make sure you take care of your body. Check on your pH too, guys. Your pH balance. You can buy you some pH scripts. That's P as in Paul, H as in Harry. Strips. Some little strips that you urinate on. And they let you know, guys, if your body is alkaline or is it full of acid. So it's going to let you know if your body alkaline or full of acid. And if your body is more acid, full of acid than alkaline, then you subject to get sick. You subject to get sick and catch all kind of diseases. So you want to make sure you keep your alkaline high. Keep your alkaline level up high. And guys, please, man, please try your best to limit yourself with some of this news and all this fear they're pushing out there. Just try to limit yourself. Get you some good at nighttime, man. Get you some good affirmation to listen to, even during the daytime. I got the Audible app on my phone. It comes with, you get a book every month. Sometimes they have special where you can get a couple books. They got affirmations on here. They got all kind of affirmation. Let me see. Let me pull up my books. Because some of you guys might drive around a lot, or you don't want to read. Well, get the audibles and listen to it. Listen to it. Listen to it. Yeah, so you get all kind of apps, man, on that Audible. Man, I got all kind of books. All kind of books, man. You just gotta get that good stuff, put it upstairs, man. That's all we got, baby. All right, guys. God bless you. Your boy, Mr. Transaction, signing out. Peace.